Who's excited for Stranger Things 4? I know I sure am. So yeah, I wrote this thing. I was tired, I was sleep deprived, I wasn't in a good place. And as you can tell in the work, like there was no direction, there was no purpose, but it was fun. I tried to just like incorporate elements that I knew were going to happen in this season. I just got off a call with the Duffer Brothers and they're like, yeah, like how did you guess our script? Like how did you guess it perfectly? And I was just like, it's not my fault, I was just born this way. Like I was born with an intuition, like a clairvoyance. Also just like as a writer, like I just have that like mental link with like fellow writers. So yeah, enjoy the script or don't. I don't know. Okay, peace. Oh, you can see my knees. That's so cute. Everyone feeling safe? The kids in the class stare at Eleven as she's up by... No, I already failed. Stare at Eleven as she's up by the chalkboard. She does the Debbie Ryan stutter while she tries to write on the chalkboard.
The shy girl.
I can't do this. It's okay, Elle. Just give it a try. Elle gets a flashback of the mind flayer. No! Elle storms out of the classroom. The kids laugh. She runs through the hall into the art room. Will Byers is painting a life-size portrait of Madonna. He has a scarf. It happened again? Elle nods. It's gonna be okay. It's just trauma.
Trauma.
Will and Elle walk out of the art room, but the eyes of the Madonna painting glow as they leave. Joyce pulls up and Elle opens the door. Where's Will? Will! He drops out of a tree and enters the car. Here, Mom. My boy. Joyce drives. Kids, I have to go to Russia. I'm leaving tonight. Mom, why? Hopper sent me a secret message in the instruction manual for my new Mac computer. Joyce bursts through the door. The kids follow behind. I've left you enough supplies in case monsters come for you while I'm gone. There are piles of explosives, guns, and ammo covering the house. Jonathan is also here. Jonathan is stretched out on the couch, depressed. He groans affirmingly. But it's spring break! Joyce grabs a packed bag. Mike is coming, and you guys will have a blast. I love you. She kisses them on the head and walks out. The next day, Elle and Will are in the front yard and a van pulls up to the house. Dustin, Lucas, Max, and Mike walk out. Elle hugs Mike emphatically. What's been going on? Not much. Max crosses her arms and looks angrily at Lucas. Oh, I built a permanent satellite link to my never-ending story girlfriend with my calculator. Hey! So glad you guys are here. Now everything can be just like it used to. Mike and Elle are making out. Max and Lucas are giving each other angry looks. Right? The driver of the van gets out. It's the new character. Sup? Nancy walks out of the van. Jonathan peeks out the window and sees Nancy. He freaks out and starts running around trying to make himself presentable. Will faints in front of the group and starts having a seizure. He screams and mumbles. He sees visions of a super spooky creature from the upside down. I just wanted to play D&D. Okay, he made it less than 5 minutes. That means Max owes Dustin 10 and Dustin owes me 15. They pass money to each other. No! The snowy Russian landscape is sprinkled with men picking away at rocks. Hi-ho! Joyce is hiding behind a tree and she spots Hopper. Psst! Joyce? She waves. I'm gonna get you out. I just need to think of a plan. Everyone is in the van as it zooms down the highway. Will wakes up. Ah, where am I? We're going back to Hawkins to close something or kill someone because that's usually how this goes. Did anyone bring D&D? Shut up! Jonathan is dressed in a tux and has a pipe in his mouth. He's next to Nancy. So, how are things? They're good. You? Good. He sighs. Russian base. Joyce peeks her head around a corridor. She sees a Russian officer on a throne with a mirror. He's talking to the mirror. Inside the mirror is the spooky new villain, Vecna. Joyce creeps up behind the throne and slices the officer's throat. Joyce gets on the roof of the base overlooking the working men. She lifts the head of the officer she killed and screams, Svoboda! Which I guess means freedom in Russian or something. All the men drop their pickaxes and run away. Hopper looks up at her smiling. The van drives by a haunted house and Will spots it. Will hears a voice telling him to stop. Stop! What? We have to stop now! He lets out an Ariana.
Yeah.
Argyle stops right in front of the house. Will, Elle, Max, Dustin lead the group inside. They walk into a room with a mirror covered in darkness. The rest of the gang follow behind. Suddenly, a huge evil arm scoops Will, Elle, Max, and Dustin into the mirror. The rest of the group scream and try to follow, but the mirror returns to normal. We have to get to Hawkins, ASAP. Back in Russia, Hopper leans on Joyce as they run through the corridor. They enter a testing room and realize it's the gate to the Upside Down. They just won't quit with this upside down shit. The guards follow from behind. They run through the gate to evade getting killed. Joyce, like the boss she is, shoots the gate opener machine thingy as they enter the Upside Down, closing the gate. Vecna's castle. The gang is passed out on the floor. Hello! They start to gain consciousness. Which one of you is the super-powered one? They all look around confused. Puppet! Will perks up. Which one is the super-powered one? Will points to Elle. Seriously, Will? Sorry, guys. Stay away from us or she'll rip you apart with her mind. Well, I don't like the sound of that. Dustin opens his backpack. She lost her powers. She doesn't have them. Will! Sorry. Dustin whips out a dart gun. He shoots at Vecna. Bull tranquilizer! Oh no! Vecna goes to sleep. The gang runs out of the castle and into the Upside Down wasteland. Mike, Lucas, Argyle, Jonathan, and Nancy pull up to Hawkins High School. Where could this new gate be? Maybe it's in the art, man. Well, the high school has definitely been giving off creepy interdimensional vibes. Let's go! They enter the high school. A group of football players holding baseball bats stand in the way of the group. You're not getting to the gate. Vecna promised us hot wives and stable jobs after he takes over the world. Gross. They fight. Lucas uses his slingshot, Mike rips off a locker door and whacks him with it, Jonathan takes his pipe and pokes Jason's eye out. Nancy grabs chemicals from the janitor's closet and splashes their faces. It burns! Nancy threatens Jason. Where's the gate, bitch? The art room! Joyce and Hopper meander through the Upside Down forest. Seems we traded one evil for another. We made it out, though. You saved me. Yeah, but how do we get out of here? How do we find Hawkins? It'll come to us. It always does. They smile longingly at each other. They kiss. Joyce tackles Hopper, and thus, the first Upside Down baby was conceived. Will, Elle, Max are huddled in a cave in the woods. Dustin returns to the group. I found some dried onions. We need to go back. I'm sure they're coming for us. No, back to the evil dude. We need to kill him. One step at a time. There's no doubt he already knows where we are since Will has been telepathically communicating with him. Oh, I don't even know what you're talking about. I agree with Max. We kill. Then you need to get your powers back. Begin 80s montage. Elle is standing alone in the wasteland. A Demigorgon comes for her. It's running toward her. She tries to use her powers. Nothing. Right before it gets her, Dustin steps in and stabs it in the chest. Again. Elle is in a tree. Dustin is on a branch above her, and he whistles, attracting a crowd of demidogs. Elle tries to use her powers. It's no good. Dustin rolls his eyes and throws an explosive down on the dogs, killing them all. Again. Dustin sets a can on a table. We probably should have started with something smaller. Elle tries to move the can. It's no good. Maybe we need to do like a reboot. Like a computer? Dustin grabs a power tool to whack her. Dustin, no, stop! We can just find some more food for now. What about Will? No, guys, I promise, I'm not evil. I'm fine. Dustin and Max look at each other, not convinced. Dustin and Max walk away from the cave and Will is tied to the top of a tree. He squirms. The group is scouring through different pieces of art. They haven't found anything. Lucas is trying to unlock a closet in the room, but it won't budge. He whacks the door handle with a hammer and a bunch of creepy paintings of Madonna fall out. You guys? They all look at Lucas. The Madonna photos morph into one big hole. Portal o'clock! Nancy is disgusted that he just said that. Jonathan is super embarrassed his joke didn't land. Hopper and Joyce look disheveled, but they continue through the forest. From afar, they see two mysterious silhouettes. The one silhouette shouts, "Are you friend or foe?" Friend? She looks at Hopper, confused. Great! They meet up. It's an ogre and a donkey. The donkey smiles at Hopper. Hopper looks disturbed. Have you seen a princess anywhere? No, sorry. Do you know where we can find Indiana? Oh, sure. Just a few miles that way. Thank you. Toodles. Elle is laying in the cave, resting. A hooded figure makes its way into the entrance of the cave. Hello, girl. Are you hungry? Yes. I have a sweet treat for you. He stretches out his long, gangly arm and hands it to her. Enjoy! Elle takes a bite. She passes out. The tall, hooded figure carries Elle through the wasteland. Dustin and Max spot Elle. They start chasing the hooded figure. The hooded figure eerily turns back to see Dustin chasing him, and he begins to run. Hee-hee! Get back here! We gotta get her back. I have an idea. Dustin and Max hold Will on a leash as he ferociously runs in the direction of the castle. Must get back to Master. Looks like he came in handy after all. The art portal is oozing and swirling. Mike, Jonathan, and Lucas are tied to a rope. Nancy has more chemicals in her hands. She walks up to Jonathan. Hey, I'm sorry for cringing at your comment earlier. It's okay, it was pretty bad. Nancy kisses Jonathan. I like bad. And don't worry, I'll keep the portal safe from any jocks. I don't know any of you guys that well, but I will protect this portal with my life. They jump into the portal. Max and Dustin approach the castle with caution. Lucas, Jonathan, and Mike fall from the sky onto the other group. They recover. Ah! Where's Elle? Is Will okay? Will looks rabid. Will? Just Will being Will. Oh, okay, cool. Elle is in there. Come on! They all head into the castle. Joyce and Hopper trudge along, and they see Vecna's castle in the distance. Is that a castle? They enter the throne room. Elle is sleeping in a glass coffin. Elle! He runs across the room. There goes the element of surprise. Shh! Let her sleep. I need her to rest up so she can open all the gates for me. Lucas slingshots a grenade at Vecna's face. We have grenades now? Vecna's face explodes and Mike is tossed to the side. Vecna quickly reanimates. We'll keep him distracted. You wake up Elle. In the background, everyone else is fighting Vecna, but they're losing. Maybe a kiss? He kisses Elle. Nothing. Perhaps a teardrop. He cries a tear on her cheek. Nothing. Perhaps, no, it couldn't be. And she wakes up. They hug. Joyce and Hopper walk into the throne room. What is the meaning of this? Elle? What are you kids doing here? Long story, help us kill this guy. They start throwing stuff at Vecna. You guys, this is honestly really mean. I feel it. Feel it? Your powers? Elle nods. She squares up. Vecna reaches over and pins Elle against the wall. Ow! Elle! This is hopeless. Suddenly, a stampede from outside shakes the ground. What's that? Hi-ho! The Russians. They reopen the gate. Hundreds of Russians storm in, swinging their pickaxes. They attack Vecna. Vecna, in pain, lets Elle go. Elle doesn't fall, but floats in the air. With her powers, she splits Vecna into 1,000,000 pieces and compresses him into a Starbucks cup. Everyone cheers. 6 months later. The landscape looks different. Everything is brighter. A family falls from the sky and they recover. Hopper cheerily greets them. Fall down a portal into another dimension? You must have a lot of questions. Well, first off, welcome to the Upside Down. Recently converted into the U-Down Resort. He walks them through Vecna's castle, which has been converted into the resort. Activities include Demodog riding, our world-renowned anti-aging goop spring, and home of the world's most dangerous coffee cup. Hopper leaves the family and walks up to Joyce. How did the Russians convince us to do this again? You're kidding? We're making a fortune. Can we just get the kids and go already? Okay, fine. Joyce turns to the anti-aging goop springs. All the kids are there sitting in black goop. Kids, it's time to go back to our dimension. Finally. Sweet. The gang climbs the rope that goes to the portal in the sky. They climb back up into the art room. We're back! Nancy! The classroom looks different. All the seats are full. Nancy is not there. Each head that turns around to look at the gang is an ape head. Oh shit. Rolls credits. The kid from the family earlier walks to the coffee cup display. What's so evil about it? He pokes the cup. It falls over, and evil goop spills out. Season 5! Come on. So as you can tell, I just incorporated a lot of different elements into this, just cinematic elements, just fairy tale elements. I don't even know how I wrote this. I was very tired. I was very sleep deprived, if you couldn't tell. And this is probably literally how the show's gonna go, so I'm sorry for spoiling everything.